What's up, guys? This is Merc Music, and we need to talk about Black Ops 4 today.
I'm getting annoyed.
I am going to be ranting about Black Ops 4 today. I know people are tired of hearing complaining, regardless of whether or not that's me complaining or just other people in general complaining, but something has to be said about this game, otherwise we can't expect it to improve or for games to get better. I'm gonna do some Blackout today. I'm gonna do some quads, close quarters frenzy, why not? Try mixing it up. But yeah, I'm not here to just completely trash Black Ops 4 and just say a bunch of bad things about it. I want the game to get better. Obviously, in an ideal world, I want Black Ops 4 to be the best game possible and for future Call of Duty games to actually try harder. And the only way I know how to do that is to dig into Black Ops 4 and explain why it's not as good as it could be. So here we go. The biggest thing that bothers me is the fact that this is a multiplayer only Call of Duty game, but it's not unlocking its full potential. It is missing features that other Call of Duty games have had in the past, and we don't know why they're missing them. You would think in a multiplayer only Call of Duty game, they would do everything possible to make it the best possible multiplayer Call of Duty game you could have. Yet all it really feels like is that we've gotten Battle Royale for Call of Duty. Granted, it is a really awesome Battle Royale mode, but the actual multiplayer itself is missing a lot, and it could have a lot more than it currently has now. I'm pretty much just doing Blackout so I can just run around and stuff. I haven't really played it all that much. I'm not going to be trying super hard. I just want to be able to share my thoughts about Black Ops 4 with you guys. I think the biggest thing that Black Ops 4 is missing out on is allowing the community to just run wild with the game assets and ultimately play the way that they want to. Something really awesome that Black Ops 3 got was mod support. Black Ops 3 mods on PC were awesome. I didn't play them like a lot, but from the little bit of PC mods I played on Black Ops 3, I could tell that the community was having a blast with it. There were all kinds of awesome custom maps and game modes that were being made. Game modes like Infected, which they hadn't even officially added into the game for months. It was just so awesome, and there was so much more that could have been done with it too. But Treyarch did take a long time to get PC mods going. I think it was in alpha testing for like 7 or 8 months or something like that. And I really do think that the mods would have had even more potential if they were ready on day one, because obviously that's when players care the most. It's when the game is first released. It took a long time to get the mods public, but it was still really awesome when they came out. Now fast forward to Black Ops 4. Where are the mods? This game has no mods. I don't think it has a future of having mods, which is really unfortunate because this game has like the most potential for it. Just try to imagine mod support for zombies, Blackout, and multiplayer. It would be phenomenal. Is it gonna happen? Nope. Am I gonna run over all 3 of these people? Totally. Oh, I'm screwed. No chance. Let's just get me out of here. I could go on and on about why this game should have mods, why it would be really cool to actually do it, but ultimately I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't even think Treyarch's considering it because they would have said something by now, but I'm still putting it out there. Black Ops 4 would have been insane if this game had mod support on PC and console day one. I don't even think there would be talks about people missing the campaign in Call of Duty if they did this. It would have been huge. But yeah, there's some other things I want to talk about as well. We still don't have a field of view slider on console. I know that's kind of minuscule in comparison, but I think we're at the point now with FPS games, even on console, that they should all have field of view sliders. We should be given more options. We should have the ability to customize it and change it. I've said this so many times for so many different Call of Duty games, like why can't it just happen at some point? As you can tell, I'm a little triggered. It's really just the lack of having it. I don't get why it just hasn't happened. As a developer and a Call of Duty player, I'm sure you'd want something like this on console, so why don't you just do it? Look at the zombie. Oh my god, there's another person driving. This is just all kinds of bad, isn't it? I run some people over. I wanna run you over. What the? How did it die so fast? Well, I don't know. Oh well. This is going really well. I'm gonna switch to multiplayer. I feel like this next thing I'm gonna suggest is something that probably won't happen in a Call of Duty game ever, but I like to put it out there anyway. The ability to make your own custom maps and game modes. Can you imagine how amazing that would be for Call of Duty? You could log on to Black Ops 4 and you could just make whatever map you want to. And you could play that map with friends, you could publish it, and it could be played in public matches. There could be a community playlist that has like the highest rated maps and game modes and stuff, or you could get custom servers as well. There's just so much untapped potential there, and I don't think it's ever gonna happen. It's another one of those huge features that would make this one of the best multiplayer games ever. Not even just for the Call of Duty franchise, just like in general. It's extremely ambitious. I don't think it's gonna happen, at least not for Black Ops 4. Oh my goodness. A little rusty. But yeah, if Black Ops 4 had a custom map maker, custom game mode maker, and support for custom servers, I don't think anyone would be missing a campaign at all. And I'm not just necessarily saying this for the sake of the game not having a campaign. Like, I don't care that much if the game doesn't have a campaign. I'm just saying it would be more justified. Another thing I'm never gonna shut up about is the fact that this game does not have party game modes. I know they brought gun game in for a little bit. They've been bringing it back here and there, but the game doesn't have dedicated party game modes. It's not like Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 where they just stay here forever. And you can always play the party game modes that you want to. Oh my god. Stop your spam jumping. Oh my. Remove jumping for multiplayer, then people will like the game or they'll cry about it. I don't know. I just think in the long run for Black Ops 4, the game's gonna need more than some temporary game modes for Blackout and multiplayer to hold people over for a long time. I just personally feel like a lot more is gonna have to be done. Also, why did we spawn out on safeguard? We actually lost that because we spawned across the map. Why? Wait, what is this dude doing? He taking a nap on the job? What the? I thought I was invincible with the ballistic shield. Nope. I took 1 rocket launcher to the feet. We're spawning out again. The enemy team is spawn trapping, so we go on the other side of the map, and then we can't defend the robot. This is one of the dumbest things I've seen. We're gonna lose right now. Why does that work? I can't believe that's the thing. While I'm sitting here complaining, can we address that? Another feature Black Ops 4 is missing is that you can't save custom game settings. I might go into custom games later to show it, but it's just another feature that was kind of like overlooked or they forgot about. There's no explanation for it. You just can't save your custom game settings. It's something you've been able to do in pretty much every other Call of Duty game, but not Black Ops 4. Oh my. Come on. Nope. What? Oh my, their war machine just went off there. Could have had something. Now that that's over, we can go to custom games and I can show you. Enter custom game modes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You go to options here. And when you go to change the rules and everything, you can't actually bookmark or save anything. So you have to change the rules every single time you want to play a certain thing. It's a little frustrating. We need the ability to save our custom game settings. And last, but certainly not least, there is no VSAT in this game. And I know Vonzi put out a tweet saying that he's tired of hearing people ask for the VSAT. But David, if you're happening to watch this video, answer this. Why not? As a community, we haven't been given a definitive reason as to why they won't bring it back into the game. It is a fan favorite kill streak. It's been in Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, but it's not in Black Ops 4, and we don't have any explanation as to why not. You mentioned the VSAT, and they're just like, ah! If there's any mention of bringing the VSAT back, they don't explain why. Now let's compare this to Battlefield 5 and how the community has reacted to changes. If you guys haven't heard recently, Battlefield 5 made some time to kill changes. They made the time to kill a little bit slower, and they were gonna add these whole like core playlist things, which would have basically had like 2 different time to kills for the game. And the community absolutely despised these changes. So what did they do? DICE completely undid all of the time to kill changes that they made, and they're not going to do the core playlists. This is a prime example of a dev team putting out changes and then listening to the reception and then making more adjustments accordingly. And not for nothing, the community was actually very vocal about just straight up hating and disliking these changes. But DICE has a good track record of trying to make the game as good as it possibly can be. Whereas with Treyarch, it feels like we're just kind of getting blown off a little bit. There's not nearly as much transparency as to why we can't have a simple kill streak in the game, especially one that's non-lethal and just reveals people's positions. It's just kind of weird. I personally propose that if they bring the VSAT back in this game, that they need to name it Vaughn. And when you call the Vaughn score streak in, you can see Vondi's head in the sky and his eyes will turn red whenever he's revealing enemy positions. That would actually be hilarious. That would be a great way to bring it back. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Black Ops 4 rant video. If you feel like I might have missed something or if there was something I didn't cover, make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see in Black Ops 4 or any other possible future features for other Call of Duty games. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you want to see some more Black Ops 4 stuff, make sure to drop a like and I'll see you guys later.